Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Bloom, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Emily.
Hello, Emily. Hi, everyone. It's so great to be here hanging out with you all today.
It really is. So, how's your week going, Tom?
Oh, man, it's been a pretty crazy week, honestly. I was traveling for work, running around, catching flights, and staying in different hotels almost every night.
Oh, I totally get that. My week's been super busy too. Traveling and staying in hotels can feel super exhausting, right? It feels like you're always living out of a suitcase.
Exactly. Just constant packing and unpacking. But even with all the busy days, everything went smoothly. I can't complain.
That's a great way to look at it. We travel, we work hard, we stay busy, but it actually made me think of a really interesting topic for our show today.
Oh, an interesting topic. I love those. What's on your mind today, Emily?
Well, since you've been traveling so much this week, I wanted to talk about hotels. Why do hotel conversations feel so stressful for English learners?
Wow, that's such a great question. And honestly, I think it's something almost every traveler thinks about. When you walk into a hotel lobby, you're usually tired after a long trip. You're holding heavy bags, and the front desk staff often talk pretty fast.
Right. They use a lot of specific hotel vocabulary, and when you're exhausted, your brain just freezes up.
Exactly. We spend so much time worrying about saying the wrong thing at check-in or when making a request. But if you guys listening stick around to the end of our chat today, you're going to completely change the way you handle hotels in English.
For sure, you'll pick up so many natural expressions for checking in, making polite requests, handling problems, and ordering room service. It's going to make your next trip so much easier.
So let's just jump right into it.
I think there's a big misconception among English learners when it comes to staying at hotels.
A misconception. You mean like something people believe that isn't actually true?
Exactly. The misconception is that hotel staff expect you to speak perfect formal English with complex grammar.
Oh, yeah. I hear that all the time. People think if they don't say every word perfectly, the receptionist won't understand them or won't help them.
Right. But let's be realistic here. Hotel staff interact with hundreds of international guests every single day. They don't care about perfect grammar. They just want key information.
Exactly. They just need your name, your ID, and to know what you need in your room. Simple and direct communication is actually much better than long, complicated sentences.
That's so true. When you don't know the exact phrases, checking into a hotel or asking for extra towels feels incredibly intimidating.
It really does. So knowing a few core phrases reduces all those daily travel worries. It gives you a sense of confidence and safety when you step up to the front desk.
It really does. But the problem starts when people stay silent because they're afraid of making mistakes, like when the heater breaks or the room is noisy and they just suffer in silence all night.
I've known people who did that. They had no hot water, but they were too nervous to call the front desk, so they took a freezing cold shower instead.
Oh no, that sounds terrible. You should never have to suffer through a bad hotel stay just because of language anxiety.
Exactly. So the real goal today is building your confidence to speak up clearly whenever you need something at a hotel.
I love that. Feeling comfortable at a hotel doesn't require native level fluency. You just need the right phrases in your pocket.
That brings us to the actual check-in process. Let me tell you about a trip I took last month to Chicago.
Oh, tell me, what happened?
Well, I arrived at the hotel around 9 p.m. Long flight, massive delay, heavy rain outside. I was totally exhausted and just wanted my room key.
The classic travel nightmare. So you walked up to the front desk?
Yep. The receptionist smiled and said, "Good evening. Do you have a reservation with us tonight?"
Reservation. Such a classic opener. That's the first key word.
Exactly. A reservation just means you're booking. So I answered, "Yes, under the name Tom Anderson." She typed it into her computer, but then she had this confused look on her face.
Oh no, that instant feeling of panic. Did she lose your booking?
For a second, I thought so, but turns out my company misspelled my last name on the confirmation,
Once we cleared that up, she said, "Great, found it. Can I see your ID and a credit card for incidentals, please?"
Ah, incidentals. That's a big word that confuses a lot of people when they travel.
It really is. Incidentals are just small extra charges during your stay. Things like snacks from the minibar, room service, or phone calls.
Right, and to cover those potential costs, the hotel usually puts a temporary hold on your card.
Yes, a card hold. People often see a notification on their banking app and think the hotel charged them extra money. But a hold isn't an actual charge. It's just reserved funds that drop off automatically after you check out.
That gives you so much peace of mind when you understand how it works. So, what room did you get?
She handed me a key card and said, "You're in room 372 on the 3rd floor. Breakfast is included from 7 to 10 in the morning."
3 important pieces of info at once: room number, floor, and breakfast hours.
Exactly. But since I was super tired, I didn't catch the elevator location. So I asked, "Sorry, where is the elevator?"
Super simple question. What did she say?
She pointed and said, "Just around the corner on your left." So I headed up. But before I went up, I also asked about late checkout for the next day.
Smart move, because hotels usually expect you to leave by 11 a.m. unless you arrange more time.
Right. I asked, "Is a late checkout possible tomorrow?" And she said, "Yes, you can stay until 1 p.m. at no extra charge."
That's awesome. It never hurts to ask politely. So you got up to room 372. Was everything perfect?
Well, not quite. I unlocked the door, walked in, and it was freezing cold. The air conditioning was blasting, and the wall thermostat wasn't responding at all.
Oh no. After a long day of travel, that's the last thing you want to deal with. What did you do?
I picked up the room phone, dialed 0 for the front desk, and said, "I'm sorry to bother you, but the air conditioning in room 372 isn't working properly."
I love that phrase. I'm sorry to bother you. It's such a polite way to start a complaint. It instantly makes the staff want to help you.
It really does. She immediately said, "Oh, I apologize for the inconvenience, sir. I'll send maintenance up to your room right away."
Maintenance, another super useful hotel word. That means the repair team or the technician who fixes things.
Exactly. 10 minutes later, a guy from maintenance knocked on the door and fixed the thermostat setting. Easy fix.
That proves your point. Speaking up calmly and politely gets your problem solved fast.
Definitely. And after all that hassle, I realized I hadn't eaten dinner yet. I was way too tired to go back outside in the rain.
Room service time.
Exactly. I called down and said, "Hi, I'd like to order some room service, please."
Simple and direct. What did you order?
I asked, "Could I get a club sandwich and a bottle of sparkling water, please?"
Classic hotel food. How long did you have to wait?
She said, "It will take about 20 minutes." And right on time, there was a knock on the door. The guy called out, "Room service," before entering.
Hotels always do that. Announcing room service lets you know exactly who's at the door so you feel safe before opening it.
Exactly. I opened the door, got my food, and gave him a small tip. Such a cozy way to end a long travel day.
You know, Tom, we've used some really practical hotel vocabulary naturally in our conversation today.
We really have. There are few key terms that just kept popping up naturally in our stories.
Like earlier, you mentioned the word reservation. Let's break that down for our listeners.
Right. A reservation is basically a confirmed booking. When you make a reservation, the hotel guarantees a room for you on specific dates.
Exactly. And then we talked about incidentals.
Incidentals are extra smaller expenses during your stay, like minibar items, laundry, or room service meals.
Great. And what about a card hold?
A hold is temporary reserved money on your credit card. The hotel doesn't take the money, they just block it temporarily to cover potential incidentals.
Another word that came up during your complaint was maintenance.
Maintenance refers to the staff members responsible for repairing broken things in the hotel, like air conditioners, plumbing, or TVs.
And finally, the phrase hotel staff use all the time, inconvenience.
Yes, I apologize for the inconvenience. An inconvenience is just a minor problem or trouble. Staff use this phrase to show empathy when something goes wrong.
Having these specific terms in your vocabulary pocket makes talking to hotel staff so much smoother.
Knowing the words is great, but putting them together naturally in full sentences is what really helps you sound confident.
Absolutely. Sometimes I hear English learners use the correct words, but the sentence structure feels a bit unnatural or stiff.
Right, like it came straight out of a grammar textbook instead of a real travel conversation.
Exactly. For example, if someone wants to check in, they might walk up to the desk and say, "I have booking. I want key for room."
We understand what they mean, of course, but it sounds a bit choppy. A much more natural, native way to say that is, "Hi there, I have a reservation under the name, your name, and I'd like to check in, please."
Yes, I have a reservation under the name. That sounds so smooth and natural.
Here's another one. If something is broken in the room, a learner might say, "Air condition bad. Come fix now."
A bit too aggressive, right? A native speaker would phrase that politely by saying, "I'm sorry to bother you, but the air conditioning in my room isn't working properly. Could you send someone to take a look?"
Oh, I love that. "I'm sorry to bother you, but," followed by, "could you send someone to take a look?" That phrase is pure gold for polite complaints.
What about ordering food? Someone might say, "Give me sandwich to my room number 372.
Again, totally understandable, but a bit blunt. Instead, try saying, "Hi, I'd like to order some room service, please. Could I get a club sandwich sent to room 372?
Could I get item sent to room number? That pattern works every single time.
It really does. Changing just a few words completely changes the tone of your conversation, from demanding to polite and natural.
Let's put all of these phrases into a real-life scenario. Imagine we're at a hotel front desk right now.
Ooh, I love role plays. Let's do it. I'll be the receptionist, and you be the traveler checking in after a long journey.
Sounds good. Let's jump in.
Good evening. Welcome to the Grand Horizon Hotel. How can I help you today?
Hi, good evening. I have a reservation under the name Emily Carter, and I'd like to check in, please.
Certainly, Miss Emily. Let me look that up on the system. Ah, yes, a deluxe king room for 3 nights. May I see your ID and a credit card for incidentals, please?
Sure. Here is my passport and credit card. By the way, is early check-in possible today? I'm quite tired from my flight.
Let me check room availability. Yes, your room is ready. Here's your key card. You're in room 508 on the 5th floor. Breakfast is served in the main dining room from 7 to 10 a.m.
Perfect, thank you. Quick question, is Wi-Fi included in the room?
Yes, Wi-Fi is complimentary. The network name and password are on the sleeve of your keycard holder.
Great. And if I need an extra pillow or towels later, should I just call the front desk?
Absolutely. Just dial 0 on your room phone, and our team will bring them right up.
Wonderful. Where is the elevator, by the way?
Just past the lobby bar on your right. Enjoy your stay, Miss Emily.
Thanks so much for your help.
And scene. That was fantastic. Notice how all those phrases flowed so naturally together?
It really felt like a real conversation at a hotel front desk.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, from checking in and understanding card holds to making polite complaints and ordering food.
We really did. When you stop worrying about perfection and use these simple sentence patterns, staying at hotels in English becomes a breeze.
Before we go, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends who are learning English.
Yes, and leave a comment down below. What is the very first thing you do when you walk into your hotel room? Do you jump on the bed, check the view, or unpack your bags?
We always read your comments and love hearing from you guys. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep blooming.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Keep practicing, keep learning, keep blooming. Bye, everyone. Take care.
See you next time. Bye.